Hey Cancer, how are you today? Happy new moon in Cancer. Hope y'all are feeling okay. It's new moons are a great time for manifesting, but it's also conjunct Pluto or in a Pluto square. So, it can be emotional and there could be some stuff coming up. And with the nodes switching, we are feeling there's a lot going on energetically this week. So, Cancer, let's get to it. We're looking at all the energies that may be affecting you this week. And let's start with your moon cards. Be proud of yourself and practice gratitude. So, Cancer, you may find yourself like this feels like having to walk away from something. And it is something that meant a lot to you, that had a lot of value, that you were very invested in. So, I don't see a specific for what this is about. You'll have to apply this to your situation. But you may be having some feelings about it for sure. But with this new moon energy, you may be looking at it differently. Like sometimes when we have to leave things behind, we get upset over all we've put into it. And we think, oh, geez, did we waste our time? And like you're looking at it differently, Cancer. The new moon is telling you that, it could be that this just, be grateful that it happened. Be grateful for all you learned. There's definitely a sense of gaining more a different perspective on this with the Hangman, like releasing your maybe your disappointment even, because with the Eight of Cups, but with the Eight of Cups, we're always walking to something better. We're always walking to something better. And I feel like there is something, even though you've had to walk away, there's something important about this that you're supposed to be grateful for in terms of where it's leading you. And here we're having strategy, rest and rejuvenation, and door to value. As far as strategy, you feel like you need to do something now. It's kind of that energy of what next? What do I do next? Now that this hasn't worked out, right? But the truth is like right now, there's nothing for you to do. Okay, with the Moon card and the Three of Swords, you're just being called to process, right? It's kind of unclear, and there's healing here, so maybe you're just supposed to process your feelings about it. Don't let it create fear for you, but there could be some fear because, what do I do next? This is the general feeling for you, Cancer. What do I do next, right? And so the universe is calling for you to maybe spend some time in meditation. With the Hermit and the High Priestess, like literally if you spend some time just resting, just meditating, just because the Hermit's also shining a light on things. And since it's looking at the moon in particular, you may feel like you don't know why this went wrong. But it is sitting within you. Like if you go over it and meditate on it, the answers are going to be given to you with the High Priestess. Because what the High Priestess and the Hermit tells you is that you know the answer already. You know the answer. It just may be that you're upset that it ended, right? And then we're seeing door to value, which is why I'm not totally sure what this is about. But it's a sense of walking through the door, because this is definitely about money. Okay, maybe this thing, whatever it is, wasn't making you money anymore. It doesn't mean that you stopped loving it, but it just wasn't where your stability laid, right? And so there actually is, after you spend some time in reflection and just know there's nothing you really need to do, there's no action that needs to be taken. This thing, even though it disappointed you and you had to leave it behind, is leading to something else. Because the door is going to open to everything you want. Ten of Pentacles. That could be, financial stability. And it is coming through as something new. Eight of Pentacles is here. And what was interesting is that on the bottom was, you know, the Knight of Wands and the Six of Swords reversed. So it definitely, I don't know, something about this, you just stop being passionate about it. Stop trying to fix it. You know, the Star, the Emperor, and the Two of Cups. It could be because you were doing this by yourself. Okay, and that might have been heavy. And what's happening is that there is the Star, something new. Something new that is born out of this. I don't know how else to explain it. But even though this didn't work out, it could be someone coming in to do something new with you. And this is definitely a partnership, right? And this is definitely building something with a partner that is actually, it's like whatever you did inspired another person, and now they want to build something with you. So that is literally how it is working out for you. Yeah, I feel like the lack of success here made you lose passion for this thing, but it's actually, you did actually catch the attention of someone who does want to work with you, does want to develop something. And it is building on this thing you did. So it might not be exactly the same thing, but it is the spark, if you will. It is the spark. That's beautiful, Cancer. That is beautiful. So let's take a look at relationships, shall we? I almost forgot that, Cancer. So in terms of relationships this week, talking, heartbroken, girl with a snake, and Cupid's arrow. You know what? I feel like there was a lot of endings for you. And it may be that you are talking with someone that you share heartbreak with. I don't know. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like you could get into a conversation with someone about, you know, the lessons you learned in terms of breakups and the need to have boundaries. And this actually leads to love. It leads to something with this person you're talking to. Yep. Phoenix, coffee cup. And this is someone who wants to chase you. Right? But, you know, this leads to talking about fresh starts. And maybe this is someone, because you are like, I just feel like there is something that didn't work out for you that you do feel heartbroken about. And I feel like this person that you might be forming a partnership with, there may be more to that. There may also be love in that. Interesting. But there's a sense of you're talking with someone about how, you know, heartbreak showed you the boundaries that you needed to set in your life. And this actually leads to romance. Oh boy, Cancer. I know, that's so vague. So let's see what you need to focus on this week, Cancer. What does Cancer need to focus on? And if this was about relationships for you, and it could be, you know, it could be really about walking through the door in terms of what's important to you. You know, maybe you had to leave relationships even though you were in love because they weren't really offering you the Ten of Pentacles. So take it as it resonates for you, Cancer. So what should Cancer focus on this week? Or maybe it was, you know, they weren't financially stable, but You are walking into something amazing, though, I will tell you that. Definitely with someone you're aligned with. Oh, wow. Cancer, this is so funny. Look beyond immediate appearances and pay attention to dreams and visions. Okay. So that's kind of telling you that things aren't exactly as they seem. You're going to actually really intuitively figure stuff out this week. Okay? Really. Okay, Cancer. I hope that all makes sense to you and that it really, really helps. Till next time, Toodles.